Welcome back. I'm some guy you've never heard of, and this is Starfield Endless Exploration. All right, what did you want to talk about, Andreja?
I wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them?
Well, it's certainly not like anything I've done before.
I think none of us were expecting what we have found. Well, perhaps Matteo. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may, from what you have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation?
Well, if you're asking, I assume you feel like you don't.
No, I do not. But I find it hard to quantify. Many of the other members are polite, but distant. I worry that my background and my actions concern them. I have not shared much, but everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death.
Sounds like fun.
I might not admit this to the others, but at times, it was. I do not regret this, but I do know how it makes me seem. For those that have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept. Others here have seen conflict, but for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include me. I lack his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite.
Trust me, you have a lot going for you.
That is kind of you. You also have a lot going. I, I am... I find expressing affection difficult, but truly. Thank you. I know this seems trivial. Perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this. By a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense?
No, I don't think what you're saying is childish.
Thank you. That is reassuring. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet. I wanted to thank you for not saying anything to Vladimir. I know that you said you wouldn't, but it is still a relief. I would like my contributions to Constellation to amount to more than violence.
It was clearly important to you that I not say anything.
Indeed it was. And now I hope you can see why. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
I don't know, from what I've overheard, it seems like Sarah understands pretty well.
Miss Julia, I have a question. Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien or something.
I wonder what else is out there.
I can't wait to find out.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
This fancy gun? This fancy gun. Which fancy gun were you talking about? Because until right now, I have never waved a gun around on this ship.
They're strict for a reason.
Do remember that ammunition is not free.
No, I just had to make a point, Andreja.
Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Just because our equipment's old, doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
You're lucky we're under orders not to escort you, Brotherfish.
And I think I've already established that you're the one that's lucky you don't have those orders.
I do not envy the lives that have been led in these confined quarters.
Wonder what it's like out there, beyond our little community.
If there is ever anything you need from me, I will do my best to help.
And commission a landing craft to ferry our people down. We were so close to finding our new home. Hopefully, it won't be too much longer now.
Now it shouldn't be telling me that anymore. Let's she go back to bed again?
I maintain order around here, and I aim to continue that, even in these strange new times. I know Captain Brackenridge has essentially given you free rein to wander the ship, but security will still be watching you closely. I hope you understand, given we have so little experience with people from the outside. It pays to take security seriously, something I understand much better now than in my youth.
No, I just don't like how rude some of them are about it.
My crew may not realize it now, but we will be much happier with a home of our own.
Alright, well, Janet wants to leave. I told her I'd talk to you about it.
I'm well aware of Janet's desire to leave. I'll tell you the same thing I told her. For the sake of our mission and community, we need to stay together. Each member of our community is valuable, especially Janet. If she left, we'd be at least a couple of weeks behind in food production while we trained someone to fill her role. But I suppose if you brought us more food staples to tide us over while that happens, we could do it. Say, a large quantity of potatoes?
You know, I think you should consider just letting her go. I mean, I get you want to keep your community together and everything, but these people aren't your slaves.
I'll be the judge of that.
See, Janet's really not happy. You don't want her disposition to jeopardize your mission.
I suppose not. It would be bad for all of us if she slipped into depression.
Please, for Janet.
I know, but I don't think so. This is more complicated than you seem to understand.
Okay, it's not possible at this point. If you let her go, maybe... yeah, if you let her go, maybe she'll return one day with insight that can help.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Her sister remains with us, so she'll likely wish to visit, and with more knowledge to share.
Yeah, I can tell you're a very reasonable and considerate captain.
You really think so? Well, it doesn't hurt to consider this proposal, I suppose. Well, you've got away with words, I'll give you that. Once again, you've convinced me to do the right thing. And while I'm not happy about letting one of our own go, I think you're right. It's for the best. Let her know she's free to leave on the next ship willing to take her. I just hope this doesn't prompt others to want to leave as well.
Thank you, Captain. Making difficult decisions with grace is the mark of a true leader.
Be careful. Some of the crew are not happy with your meddling. They wish to be on solid ground, not adrift in space for any longer.
Well, I mean, if you guys would ask, I could tell you, like, a handful of different planets that you could go to.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
We always go extra, just as Janet. And we've got plenty in storage.
Stay out of trouble.
Gets a few more rations.
I've spent my entire life in a constant. I'm not sure how else to put
Well, yeah. Like, all of you have. Hey, Janet.
convinced you can help me. But I'll believe it when I'm finally off this bloody old ship.
Yeah, well, I spoke with Diana, and she'll let you go on the next ship willing to take you.
Wait, for real? How? I thought I was going to have to escape on my own somehow, but if she's given me her blessing, that's even better.
Alright, well, I made a compelling case for you, and she agreed.
If I'm being honest, I should have known you can do it. After all, you're the reason we're still out here. I heard about what you did for us, getting that grav drive or whatever. I was kind of hoping you'd overhear me and offer to help earlier. I probably should have just asked you, but I guess I'm not good at asking for help. Anyway, thanks for helping me. I know you didn't need to.
So what are you going to do next?
No idea. One of the techs who helped retrofit the grav drive onto the Constant mentioned a place called New Atlantis. Maybe I'll check it out. It sounded interesting. Anyway, seems like a good place to start, especially if I want to find a job that isn't farming.
Well, I mean, that is my my home port. But what about your sister?
Julia? Oh, she'll be fine. She loves this stupid ship. I've tried talking her into coming with me, but she won't budge. Like almost everyone else, she believes in the original mission. Whatever. I'm sure I'll hear news of the Constant's whereabouts. Maybe I'll even come back to visit. She's my sister, after all.
Alright, well, no problem. I wish you good luck wherever you find yourself.
Thanks again. I'm going to need it. It's a whole new world out there. I hope we meet again someday.
Well, you see, the thing, Jeanette, is... Jeanette, I have a ship, and it's willing to take you.
So now what? We just roam around space forever?
So what now?
Now that I'm free to go, I guess I'll try to hitch a ride on the next passing ship we meet. I still have some final preparations to make anyway. I'm hoping to get to New Atlantis. I'll have to find work, because I hear I'll need to earn money to afford food, supplies, and some place to live. I'm not sure quite what to expect, but I've seen and heard enough about life on Earth that I have an idea. I'm sure it won't be too bad.
Alright then.
See you, I guess.
Alright, I was really hoping that I could convince you to come with me. That is too bad.
And to think, all this time we thought we were alone.
Can't believe we came all this way, only to go off searching again.
Hey!
out there, things will change.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any.
We had another fight. It was over something stupid, same as last time.
You did the right thing
Just feel
convincing
like
me
my
to allow
feelings
Janet
don't
to leave.
matter.
I'm more sure of that now. But let's still keep it quiet,
Yes,
yeah?
just like you told me.
Now that we know
I
there are
just
other people
wish
out
I could
there,
convince her to
we
come
need to be more
with me.
prepared for trouble than ever.
Our people never expected to meet with other colonies.
I suppose that is ours now.
Again.
Eh?
Sorry, I was just trying to move it. I wasn't actually trying to take it. Oh. Somehow I
Take no
unequipped my
offense,
swimsuit.
but I am keeping an eye on you.
I'd keep an eye on me too right now.
I know. I was hoping you wouldn't say that, but I knew it was coming. I needed to hear it anyway. Thank you.
In the long run, this will be better for us. It allows us to keep our own sovereignty.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
Dang, I really wanted that outfit.
Our people's safety is my #1 priority. In the long run, this will be better for us. It allows us to keep our own sovereignty. Stay out of trouble.
I suppose.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change them.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict.
There's so much more to learn about now. I've lived my entire life in the constant. I'm not sure how else to
You're lucky we're unfortunate in this.
To be where we left it.
We're loose.
Alright, let's go find that gaseous font. I should probably talk to the people in Paradiso about what happened, but... oh well.
Grab jump complete.
We could use a vacation. If you're feeling generous, you could help us out. Or we can just dust your ship.
Come and take my money if you want it.
That's how you want to play it.
Enemy's shield system is offline. Ha! They're not jumping out of here. Landing site looks clear. Let's set it down.
Say something if you see things worth investigating.
I mean, I wasn't here to do a full survey, but so many things are just like right here. Alright, that's all the little birds up there we need. Well, that's all the Augustus Creeper. Couple of pack brain sprouts. Another Warren nettle. Some chlorosalines. And another Warren nettle. We barely touched down, we've already completed this biome's flora. There was water and lithium. Oh, and I lost sight of the unexplored biological features. Oh, another pack brain sprout. Want another one. Argon. Oh, masked geologists.
We should move on, if there's nothing worth taking.
Oh, a herding snail grazer. Aeriform life. Okay, so this isn't the planet we're looking for then. Alright, we're done with the pack brain sprouts.
Did you hear something?
Alright, and we're done with this biome. Let's just leave it at that for this planet. Let's check out number 2 then. I mean number 1. It's got 2 traits. Okay then. In combat.
If you don't want to return the hail, that's okay. I'm making another run out of New Atlantis, taking Universals out in the stars. To get closer to God and to appreciate the galaxy and all its majesty.
Alright, it's what's involved in with your pilgrimage.
We grav jump to a few different systems. We're lucky to have some pilgrims who have never been off-world. Seeing so many marvels can be a life-changing experience.
Alright, well, it's nice to encounter someone peaceful.
Space travel is dangerous, but fortunately, most ships don't engage us. Whether it's respect for our religious beliefs or the fact that we carry only passengers, I don't know. Have you ever felt something spiritual while traveling the stars? I've jumped dozens of times, and I still don't know I've had the revelation that Keeper Aquilus describes. But I'll keep jumping.
Well, that's a pretty personal question.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to offend. It was a pleasure talking with you. We have to be going. But I hope God watches over you out there in the stars.
And I hope the great serpent watches over you. There's rocky desert and sandy desert. Let's go for sandy desert.
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
No organics here. Valuable minerals, perhaps.
Alright, chlorine. Let's see what we got over here. More vanadium. Iron. And more iridium. Okay then. Inductive ridge. Okay then. Cool. Ooh, a rock pile. Oh, uranium. Nice. There's just one more element to discover here. And to see if Koyuki and Andrasia can find the gaseous font, you'll have to tune into the next episode of Starfield Endless Exploration, starring yours truly, some guy you've never heard of, as Professor Koyuki Martinez.